Alright, I'm back. It's been a while, I know, but this time I've got an excuse. You see, the shed, well, kind of turned into a mould factory. So we had to mash up all the walls so it could dry out a bit. In the meantime, we're going to be using this little desk here in the human man's human bedroom. It's even got a cutting mat, so we look like we know what we're doing. Right, so now that we've got all that out of the way, let's start this video. Now let's say you make yourself a little project on breadboards. Yeah, just like that one, human man. Well, you're feeling well happy about making yourself a little breadboard project, so you go and make yourself some circuit boards. And then you build yourself a little prototype and fix the bugs. Now you've got yourself a fully functioning prototype. You're feeling well excited. But it's still not all that powerful, is it? I mean, it's still only one Z80. I think what we should do now is make a supercomputer. So, I thought we'd have a go at building the computer described in this paper here and in this paper here. I'll put links to both these papers in the description. I'm not going to go through the whole paper because, well, you're all big uns, aren't you? You can read it in your own time. Instead, we'll just go through the basics of how it works. So, up here we got Z80 computers. Look at all them there. And this bit down here, well, that's a PDP-11. We ain't got one of them, so yeah, we'll have to make one of them at some point and all. And everything's daisy chained together using the ring bus. In the paper, this is called the conveyor belt, which is basically just a 48-bit wide shift register. Now, let's have a closer look at one of these computers. The biggest and most complicated bit of each computer is the conveyor belt interface logic. That's this big bit here. What that does is decode the incoming conveyor belt message and decide whether the message is intended for this computer. The conveyor belt interface logic also, at the right time, puts an outbound message onto the conveyor belt out. Next, we have the Z80, and on the ZMOB, this is a 4 MHz Z80. Then you've got 1K of ROM and 63K of RAM. There's also a hardware 8-bit integer multiplier and a 32-bit floating point coprocessor. And lastly, there's a parallel port and a serial port. The only problem we got is that neither of the papers actually have any schematics. So unlike when we were making the Chatuter, where we had the schematic of the Altair for inspiration / plagiarism, well, we ain't got no such luxuries this time. We just got to make it from scratch. Right, well, I suppose we better get started, ain't we? Z80. What next? Oh, I don't know. I reckon you better leave this with me and we'll come back when it's done. There we go, all done. And as you can see, it's a complete mess. Well, anyway, let's just go through what all the different bits are and compare it to the ZMOB. This big chunk here, that's the conveyor belt interface logic. And as you can see, it's flipping loads of chips. And then this stuff here is this stuff here. There's a couple of differences between the Chatter. I don't know, should we call it the Chatter or the Chatuter? It's like a group of bud shooters. I don't know, we'll figure it out later on. But anyway, the differences between the Chatter and the ZMOB are, apart from the name, the Chatter doesn't have any ROM. Instead, it's got 64K of RAM and a parallel load feature incorporated into the conveyor belt interface logic. It's also got a clock timer circuit, because I thought, well, if you've got a PIO and an SIO, you might as well stick a CTC on there and all. But apart from that, I think it's pretty similar. Obviously I don't know, I could be completely wrong. So what are we actually going to do with it when it's done? Well, you see the ZMOB, that was designed to do AI stuff. But, I don't know about you, I'm sick of AI. I mean, everything's got AI now, isn't it? Your telly's got AI, your bog brush has got AI. I don't care about AI. So we're not going to do AI, we're going to do something different. Perhaps we'll do something to do with black holes, or gravitational waves, or something like that. I reckon that's a good idea. We got the slight problem that neither me or the human man actually know anything about general relativity, but luckily I got the human man this book, so he can learn it. He's well happy with his little book, It's the Human Man. I reckon we'll leave it there for this video. I know it's been a bit of a boring one, but I just wanted to show you that I'm still alive and introduce the new project. Don't worry, next time we'll actually make something. Roll, 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 bog!
Let us watch as Jeff flies majestically in his portable toilet, propelled by nothing less than his own torrential diarrhea.